Hey, I'm Barb Herrera, and this is Health at Any Cost. And when I say health at any cost, I mean health at any cost. I got my path report today, so I wanted to fill you in. I did let everybody in my personal life know on the phone. I'm not telling them via video. I'm just letting y'all know that I don't talk to regularly what is going on. So, to start this first, I got to let you know that 3 years ago, I started at 405 pounds. I was on Trulicity, which is a GLP-1 for a year, lost almost 100 pounds, and then was put on Mounjaro. And I've been on Mounjaro for 2 years. And now I'm down 280 plus or minus pounds. I weighed 127 today. I weigh between 121 and 131. That's pretty standard for me. So, trying to think of even where to start. There's just been so much medical stuff going on, and I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to start with, I had a biopsy in a lymph node. I've had swollen lymph nodes and had a biopsy done 12 days ago and just got the results today. I had to chase them down. It was so not fun. Calling surgeon, doctor, dermatologist, calling the imaging place that did it, and then was sent to the pathology place, and they said we sent it out and they didn't reply. Their fax machine didn't work. And I'm like, awesome, they've had it since the 22nd and today is the 27th, so I could have known on the 22nd anyway. So I got it. I had them send it to my surgeon and my oncologist. I have melanoma, and it's off and on malignant. It's only on my skin so far, but now it looks like something else is going on. Have swollen lymph nodes, and so went and had a mammogram and a sonogram, and then had the biopsy, the lymph node biopsy done, and that's what these results are. The results came back. I finally talked to my surgeon, who, poor thing, is sick at home with a stomach bug, and he called me anyway and spent time with me on the phone explaining things to me. But I either have, and I'll know more on Thursday, so just know that I see the oncologist on Thursday. I do not have breast cancer, so that's good, but it looks like I have either lymphoma, probably non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, or leukemia. We're not sure which I have at the moment, because apparently the pathologist didn't do or the person who did the biopsy, whatever, didn't do it the way they needed to do it. So we haven't honed in yet. So my surgeon and my oncologist are having a meeting on the phone tomorrow discussing what to do next. Should they remove my lymph node so that they can get a good look and see what exactly is going on? Should they just do another biopsy? My surgeon said that if they do remove the lymph node, he's going to ask the surgeon if he should put in a port so that I can do the chemo through the port, instead of doing the lymph node removal and then later doing a port insertion and just kind of combining them together. So I would like that. I've already had 2 general anesthesia surgeries, one in March and one in April, and it's just a lot. So a lot of people are going to be like, well, you don't look real sad or real upset. I'm a fighter. I almost died between 2003 and 2006 of something called coccidiomycosis, otherwise known as valley fever. And I was really, really sick. It was disseminated coccidiomycosis. And I was on medications for 3 years, made all my hair fall out, which is where I started. Just as it started growing in little bits, I shaved it, and I just like my hair gone. And look, now it's going to be gone if I have chemo. Whee! Oh, this is going to be such an adventure. So I lived through that. I had the cocci I had in my spine. I had spinal meningitis every 3 months for a year until they finally put me on acyclovir. valcyclovir, and I was on that for another 2 years. And then I was on fluconazole, which is what women know as diflucan. It's for fungal infection, because the cocci is a fungal infection that I got from the fires that we had in San Diego in 2003. And our house was right across the street from the mountain, and the mountain was on fire. And so afterwards, what the bulldozers do is they come through and kick up the dirt so that they can try and get the ashes all, make sure there's no fires underneath. So when they kick up the dirt, the spores jump up. And because I was so fat and so sick with diabetes, I inhaled the spores, and because I was compromised, it took hold in my body. I had the cocci in my bones, in my lungs, and in my spine. So cocci never goes away. It just goes in remission, which mine is, and blessedly I've not had any rebirth of the coccidiomycosis, which was just horrible. It was awful. Anyway, so I survived that. And I was reminded of that because I was a midwife even when I had the cocci, and I delivered babies. One of my longtime clients, I delivered 3 of her babies, called me today, and she's like, "Do you remember how you made it through cocci and you delivered my second son?" I was like, "Oh, I did too. I remember. It was in the middle of the night, and I was so sick I couldn't go home. And then I got up and delivered a baby, and then went back to bed again. Yeah, I remember that." So I can do this. I need everybody to be, oh, see, I brought a thing because I didn't think I was going to cry, but in case I did, I need you all to be powerful for me. I need you to be strong and happy, and help hold up my spine when I need help. And it looks like I'm going to, and I don't remember if I already said it, but my doctor and my surgeon are talking tomorrow. My oncologist and surgeon are talking tomorrow. And then I see the oncologist on Thursday, and I should have on the 29th. So I should have a better idea of what's going on and what we're going to do. But, yeah, I am. I talked to Lorraine and Christopher of the downsides, because my stupid worry is I'm going to have to go off the GLP-1s. I'm going to have to go off Mounjaro. And they kind of chuckled at me and said, "Well, you're not going to get fat again if you're on chemo." And I'm like, I guess. I just love Mounjaro. And they're like, "You're going to need to eat anything you possibly can." And I was like, I don't want to get fat again. And then I thought, oh, if I make it through, which I'm going to do, I can go back on Mounjaro if I start gaining weight afterwards when I'm in remission, right? Yeah, that's what I can do. Or maybe they'll have something new. They'll have a pill by then. We'll see what happens. So I'm trying to think positive. Where did I put it? I brought something over to show you. Where did I put it? Let me see. Let me see what I did with it. Oh, here it is. There were 2 cupcakes left out in the kitchen from a birthday, and I'm going to eat the cupcakes because I don't usually eat cupcakes. I ate 2 the other day when I was emotional eating, and then I felt guilty and horrible because I had cookies, a couple of cookies. And seriously, in my life of before, I would have made a pan of brownies and eaten at least the pan of 8 by 14 brownies, or made 2 of them and eaten the whole pan as well. So 2 cupcakes and 2 cookies and a couple pieces of Reese's peanut butter cups, little ones. We're not that big a deal. I need to just kind of be gentle on myself. So I decided that if I'm going to have chemo, and I'm going to go off Mounjaro, and it's not going to help me with my food noise and things like that, I thought that I'm going to celebrate my life, because I'm going to celebrate my life with a cupcake for today and a cupcake for tomorrow. I'm going to eat them both today. But that I'm going to make it. And I need you all to know that. And I don't want any pity party, nobody boo-hooing, anything like that. I want you all to be strong with me, not just for me, but with me. I can kick ass. Look what I've been through. I am the healthiest now than I've ever been in my entire life. I have never been this healthy before, ever. And I know that a lot of people are like, well, losing weight is one of the symptoms of cancer, la, la, la. Well, I've been stable. I've been between 121 and 131 since December 15th. So I'm doing good. I'm not losing weight. Today I weighed 127, which is just fine with me. So at least I'm not losing. And yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. And I need you all to be strong with me and for me. And I love you all and I need you now. And I know that it's not going to be all GLP-1s maybe from now. Maybe. I don't know. I can mix the two, right? I can talk about them all because it was 3 years of being on Mounjaro on GLP-1s. I lost 280 pounds plus or minus. So that's pretty cool to talk about too, right? I do have some wisdom. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I love you all. But again, health at any cost. I will do anything to be healthy. Anything, including taking poisonous chemo. Yeah, I can do it. I'm going to be strong. I love you all lots. Thanks lots. Talk to you soon. Ciao.